Have you ever felt the pressure to post every amazing moment of your life online? Like if it didn't happen on Instagram, it didn't really happen? Well, what if I told you that not sharing might actually be one of the most spiritual things you can do? Hey friends, I'm Jem with Unhurried Living, and today we're talking about the lost art of doing something and not telling anyone about it. In an age where we share everything from what we ate to how we feel, there's a quiet, radical practice that can transform your soul. It's actually the spiritual discipline of secrecy. So let's slow down and rediscover the joy of hiddenness, because sometimes the most powerful moments are the ones no one knows about, except maybe you and God. In this age of hyperconnectivity, I often feel pressure to post every grand exploit online. You probably know the feeling. You like to hike to a scenic overlook and you instinctively reach for your phone. You cook a beautiful meal or you're eating out and you pause to photograph it before taking a bite. I actually did that last week. It's tempting to believe that everything we do is noteworthy, or worse, that we ourselves are the center of the universe. This constant need to impress, to prove our lives have meaning, or that we're funny, interesting, cool, or well-traveled can be exhausting. I myself am getting tired from having to have the gem show all the time. Frankly, it's unsustainable. Do any of you remember the good old days? Maybe you don't remember this. Phones were stuck to the walls. There were no answering machines. And if you baked a pie, all you did was bake it and serve it. Maybe you sat together with your family after dinner and you enjoyed the juicy berries with no thought of sharing it with the world at all. You just ate the pie and hung out with your family. Well, that's the kind of the spirit of secrecy. In a way, we're returning to a simpler time when we just lived our lives and enjoyed the company of others. Sure, we might have snapped a few photos here and there back then, but they just ended up in a photo album somewhere someday after we got the photos done at the local drugstore. Everything took so much time. It wasn't this snap and show and snap and show. Going back to the idea of secrecy here, Adele Calhoun in her Spiritual Disciplines Handbook defines secrecy formally. And here it is. It is much more than baking a pie and eating it in secret, I know, so listen here. Practicing the Spirit of Christ reflected in hiddenness, anonymity, lack of display, and holding of the confidences. She goes on to say that Jesus played to an audience of one. There's something about that that feels freeing and focusing, and I kind of like it. Secrecy is a kind of fasting from attention. It's about giving something good, your time, your effort, your presence, without needing anyone to notice or to praise you. So once, many years ago, a mentor of mine once said, "Hey, Jem, don't share everything. Some things, if you share them, they can lose their potency." And it's true. Some moments are meant to stay secret and sacred. If you've ever had a deeply spiritual experience, you know that explaining it sometimes blunts its meaning. So it's okay to let a moment simply be, not for applause, not for likes, just a holy "it is what it is" before God. How can you begin practicing this countercultural spiritual discipline? Here are 4 simple ways to cultivate secrecy in a social media saturated world, and I'll deepen each one just a little bit for you. So the first one, these are kind of practical. Leave your phone in your pocket. I know we have to take our phones with us because they're like our GPS and many other things, but just leave it in your pocket. Before you reach to record something, just pause and let your actual eyes be the lens. Let your heart be the memory keeper. And then in that moment, choose presence over proof. Number 2, stay focused on what's happening. Instead of curating the moment, why don't you just live the moment? What do you smell? What do you hear? What do you taste? What do you see? What do you feel? Let yourself sink into the sacred now. Number 3, if you're with people, really enjoy that moment in their presence. You don't have to perform the moment. You don't have to film the moment. You can just, again, inhabit the moment, laugh deeply, listen fully, and be all there. And number 4, if you are alone, let the moment lead you into conversation with God. Talk to God about what you're experiencing. You can ask, "What are you saying to me through this? What do you want me to notice?" Let beauty and silence become a doorway to intimacy with God. And then thank Him. Thank Him for the laughter, the taste of pie, the silence, the conversation, or the stillness. I'd also like to offer you 3 action steps in addition to these 4 ideas I just gave you. Don't get overwhelmed. Just pick your favorite thing and try it on. Here are 3 simple ways you can try to live out the practice of secrecy. Go 1 full day without posting anything on social media. Go a day without posting anything. Or go a week, whatever you want to do. Let everything you do that day or that week remain between you and God. How about this? Do 1 kind, generous act and don't tell anyone. Just let the joy of it live in the secret place with God in your own heart. And finally, set aside 5 minutes to recall a recent moment you didn't share online. Something you actually lived and you remember and you didn't post one thing about it. Just thank God for that hidden beauty and then revisit it with Him. So in a world where we constantly are told to broadcast our best selves, choosing hiddenness can be a radical act of faith, because sometimes the most sacred things are the ones only God sees with us. So try practicing the discipline of secrecy and discover a deeper intimacy with the one who sees in secret and delights in you as you are. As always, thanks for watching and blessings to you as you make your way. Hey there, before you go, if you'd like a free downloadable version of these guidelines or action steps, you can go to unhurriedliving.com/secrecy, and there's also a link in the description box below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe for more content like this, and click the notification bell so you'll know when we drop any new content. I love connecting with intentional people just like you.